20 minutes. So here we go. Carson Wentz, did you think you were going to escape the wrath of takes by fans? I know it's a little bit late, folks, but we've been discussing actual playoff teams over the last 2 weeks, and we know NFL.com delayed the release of the footage here of the Colts at Jaguars Week 18 game because they didn't want everybody knocking on Carson Wentz. They just had the Colts on Hard Knocks. They didn't want to kind of make a mockery out of Carson Wentz, so they hid the film from us. They didn't release the film that week. They waited until kind of the playoffs to release the film to be like, all right, nobody's going to go back and watch that game. All right, we're good with Carson Wentz for the remainder of the year. We're going back. We found time in the show to finally watch Carson Wentz, the biggest meltdown of any starting quarterback in this league, win and in. All you had to do was beat the Jaguars and you would be in the playoffs. And what did Carson Wentz do? A, he lost. B, he played miserable. 17 of 29, 185 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Did he fumble? And he fumbled. So 2 turnovers, put up 11 points against the clown organization Jaguars. They're a clown organization, folks. Did you not see their fans? They were all wearing clown makeup, clown costume, clown noses to this game to protest their owner, and yet you still let them beat you. You still let them knock you out of the playoffs. Carson Wentz, what the hell was that? What the absolute heck was that? We've been telling you all year long, folks, after week it was, 2 or 3, where Carson Wentz got a little banged up and knocked out of the game. We told you we were done with Carson Wentz. 100% done from about week 3 on Carson Wentz and this Colts team together. Carson Wentz not being able to stay healthy. Yes, he was able to kind of go the next game, but he got knocked out of that game and they lost. It was close. It was like a game-winning drive potentially. The backup quarterback couldn't get it done. Carson Wentz potentially could have got it done there potentially. And then he just never throws anything clutch, even though he has 2 fantastic receivers of Michael Pittman Jr. and T.Y. Hilton, an amazing running game to play off of, and yet we get a trash season by Carson Wentz. Everybody loved to say, oh, he never turned over the ball. He never turned over the ball. He never turned over the ball. Well, he also never single-handedly won any of these games that they won this season. It was all the defense. It was all the running game. That's why, midpoint of the season, we were like, Frank Reich, you must take the ball out of Carson Wentz's hands. And here we are in this game. Carson Wentz slinging the ball 29 times and Jonathan Taylor only rushing 15 times. What are you, nuts, Frank Reich? You should have just ran right from the get-go and never had Carson Wentz throw this ball at all this game. I would have had Carson Wentz throw the ball 10 times this game. That would be max by Carson Wentz. So now that we've got the film, now that we can go into all the plays here that Carson Wentz floundered on, that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to watch all the incompletions here by Carson Wentz, see this man flop and flounder in the big times, can't pick up the third down, can't get it done, has to settle for a field goal maybe here and there, and we'll watch all of that. We'll also see any big plays that we kind of come across. We'll take it drive by drive to see him flounder on every single drive throughout the entire game. Folks, buckle up because we're going in on Carson Wentz here. It's the end of the year. You missed the playoffs. This was the fact that they couldn't even make the playoffs, throw out that they didn't win the Super Bowl. Okay, you didn't have to win the Super Bowl this season to kind of truly count it as a good year. Really just had to win a playoff game. I would say that would be a successful year for this Colts team. Maybe even get to the AFC Championship game, not even winning it. But you didn't even get to the playoffs. You deserve the biggest knock, folks. This Colts team has been a quarterback plug-and-play, ready caliber Super Bowl competitor team. Just a plug-and-play quarterback away. Last season, Phillip Rivers couldn't get it done because, he was aging out of this league. And Carson Wentz, once again, he could not get it done either. So you must get rid of Carson Wentz. We've seen what he can do. It's nothing good. He never steps up in the big game. So this was a real meltdown by Carson Wentz. So we're going to go through drive by drive, watch these incompletions. Are they on Carson Wentz? Are they on the receivers? Do we have the blame wrong? I don't think so, folks, but we'll keep an open mind here as we watch these plays. And then any big plays, we'll see, hey, did he have like a 15-yard pass here or there? Any plays that broke big, and we'll watch them to see them all be dink and dunk and break big, not on Carson Wentz. So buckle up, folks. Let's take it drive by drive. First drive, here we go. We get an 11-yard pass by Carson Wentz. Oh, first play of the game, 11-yard pass by Carson Wentz. Was this all him? Let's see. Carson Wentz, big play here, 11 yards, play action, rolling out to the right, and it's just a bootleg for their tight end that takes it right from the snap line. all the way for 10 yards, 11 yards. So all that was not on Carson Wentz, and that was an 11-yard big play. Okay, next play, incomplete pass. They just picked up the first down. Carson Wentz is warmed up. Carson Wentz is warmed up at midfield, already a completion, second play of the game. We're going to get an incomplete pass here. Play action. Carson Wentz, plenty of time to throw, and then ball gets deflected. Carson Wentz wasting all this time to throw, and then just kind of lackadaisically was going to do a check down here. So even if this ball was completed and not batted at the line, let's watch one more time to truly make sure. Yes, that was batted. It would have been a check down for about 1 to 2 yards. This man was going to get smacked. Jonathan Taylor was about to get smacked by Josh Allen, I believe, right here. Number 44 was going to get smacked there for maybe a 1 to 2 yard gain. So yes, congratulations, Carson Wentz, with your 2 back-to-back dinking dunking. Yes. This is what you should be doing down 7-0 in a must-win game. Carson Wentz dinking and dunking, absolutely trash. Then finally, Frank Reich sees enough and goes an 8-yard run. Fantastic. Jonathan Taylor doing his part. I just got you 8 yards. On 2nd and 10, I make it 3rd and manageable for Carson Wentz to absolutely flounder again. Here we go. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 2, down 7-0 at the Jacksonville's 42-yard line. Play action here and a pump fake, and Jack Doyle can't hold onto the ball. A little bit of a sidearm here by Carson Wentz. Let's watch this throw one more time here. Jack Doyle, I mean, that's not really who he's supposed to be throwing to anyway. The play is developed for T.Y. Hilton to get this ball on a little bit of a rub route. I mean, this is a rub route all day. Jack Doyle right there rubbing the defender, but T.Y. Hilton is not free, so he has to kind of check it back down to Jack Doyle, who's not really the play is supposed to go to. So that's unfortunate there by Carson Wentz. Everything was super conservative there. Once again, Frank Reich was kind of saying, hey, I can't trust Carson Wentz to go out there and win this game, especially down 7-0. So all the dinking, dunking, nothing was going beyond 3 yards, 2 yards, even 1 yard there, folks. So Carson Wentz, unfortunate trash on that first drive. Second drive, here we go. Is it better? Results into 3 points. Why only 3 points, Carson? Why could you not get 7 points out of this drive? Let's see. They get 1 yard run, 2 yard run, and a 33-yard play, 33-yard pass on 3rd and 7. Let's see this. Carson Wentz, probably his best play of the game. Let's see how it looks. 3rd and 7. Needs to pick this up. He goes deep, and there's T.Y. Hilton. This is a great throw by Carson Wentz. Yes, here it is. A strike over the middle of the field, exactly where only T.Y. Hilton can go get this ball. Maybe if the defender turned his head around, it would have been a pick, but overall it's a completion, and we can't really kind of, play the, what if game. It's just, now we're, revising history, and I don't know if we should be doing that. So we'll give Carson Wentz a throw on this. This was a great throw right there. 3rd and 7, needed this, down 7-0. You go to T.Y. Hilton. We love that. Why could he not keep this up all game long? This is 33 of his 185 yards coming on one play alone. Let's see if he can keep it up. So he gets the first down. Then we go to a 6-yard pass. Oh, they're getting some confidence on Carson Wentz here. Alrighty, and now, once again, this website is so trash. We hate this. Oh, Game Pass. If they don't step it up next year, if they don't get it all together next year, we're truly, I'm not going to spend the $100 next year on this garbage here. Absolute garbage here. So we have to sign out, sign back in to try to get back to it. Once again, website is absolutely trash. Games they say, hey, 24 hours, they'll be on here, 24 hours, and then, a week later, they're still not on there. So, and we still can't even go back to 2019. Last year, you can go all the way back to 2013 and once again watch every single play on every single game from every single angle, and you can't even do that anymore. So y'all know how we feel about this. It's trash. We have to just play around it, though. We got to play the game. So here we go. Back to the game here. Off of Carson Wentz's best play. We just gave Carson Wentz a compliment, and they're going to kind of, screw us like this and make us sign out, sign back in so we can get back to the same garbage that we were watching. Alrighty, so here we go. After Carson Wentz's big play, his best throw of the game so far, they go 6-yard pass on the next play, trusting Carson Wentz. Frank Reich building a little trust and confidence in the man. Let's see if it pays off here and how it looks. Carson Wentz, once again in Jacksonville territory. A little bit of a check down right there, but it's okay. For a 6-yard gain, we'll take that. Not everything could be big old bombs. We get it. So 6-yard pass, they go 3-yard run for no gain, 5-yard run, 10-yard run, 9-yard pass here by Carson Wentz. Let's see this pass right here. We are supposed to be focusing on the incompletions, but we'll give Carson Wentz some credit if it's due. Play action. Plenty of time to throw here. Cameraman even gets faked out, so he really can't even follow the play very well. Dumps it down to the running back out of the backfield on a wheel route. Seemed accurate, seemed good. All right, a little bit of a wheel route right there, faking everybody out. With the play action game, we'll take it. So 9-yard pass by Carson Wentz, then a -2-yard run, and then on 3rd and 2, Carson Wentz takes a sack at the Jacksonville 13-yard line, and this is why they have to settle for 3. So here we go, Carson Wentz, why did you not let go of this ball? Anybody open? Did you miss some reads? Hold on to the ball too long? Let's see. Carson Wentz on 3rd and 3, about to take a sack. Plenty of time to throw right there, and pressure coming right up the middle. Let's take this one from the all-22 to see where everybody was, because I think he had a crossing route open right when the pressure was getting to him, but let's watch it one more time here from the all-22 angle. Dropping back to pass. You've got the end zone truly covered. Triple safeties in the end zone, so you can't go to this one, but right here over the middle of the field is wide open, but the pressure got there just when it developed. So, all right, overall, Carson Wentz, we're not going to put any blame on him there. Pressure got there, and that defense was fantastic by the Jags. Alrighty, that results in a field goal. Next drive, they're down 10-3 now. You got to re-answer, Carson. Once again, the Jaguars just put up points. You're back down 7. Got to get that coveted touchdown that eluded you really this entire game until the 4th quarter. Congratulations. But here we go. We get a 6-play, -2-yard drive. Yikes, last drive right before halftime for this Colts team. Let's watch Carson Wentz takes an 8-yard sack right off the rip. Carson Wentz getting sacked right here. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, starting at their own 25-yard line. Carson Wentz dropping back to pass and just immediately ducks down, trying to escape some pressure right here, and they're going to count him down. Count him down for the sack. So, yeah, pressure got there real early. Carson Wentz couldn't evade any pressure, didn't set the protections right, whatever it was, and that's an 8-yard sack. And playing from, behind the sticks is not what Carson Wentz is good at. We can't even, move the ball from 10 yards to try and get the first down. Now you make it 2nd and 18. Yikes. All right, next play. They go 6-yard run on Carson Wentz scrambling. Let's watch Carson Wentz run the ball here, shall we? Did he miss any reads? Everybody's going deep. There's a check down in the middle of the field he doesn't take, and he decides to run with it. If he took the check down, it would have got probably 1 or 2 more yards than he did running the ball. So Carson Wentz, trash again. Then we get 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12. Can Carson Wentz pull off a 3rd and 12 completion right here? 2-minute warning. Coming out of it, Carson Wentz going deep and has a man open, and just unfortunately could not come down with the ball. And this was a great throw by Carson Wentz right here. Aggressive, confident, and right on the money with 3 defenders all over the receiver. Receiver could not go down. And who is he trying to throw? Is that T.Y. Hilton? Who is this receiver that could not get it done? Oh, Paris Campbell. Damn. So it's not T.Y. Hilton. It's not Michael Pittman Jr. Paris Campbell's okay, but, he's not making that catch, right? That's a T.Y. Hilton catch. That's definitely a Michael Pittman Jr. catch, but going to Paris Campbell could not reel it in. That's unfortunate by Carson Wentz. That was a good throw. Unfortunate there. So Carson Wentz has kind of gotten beefed by 2 receivers here in this game, but overall, it's what led to those throws. Why were you at 3rd and 12? Why did you need that deep down the middle of the field throw? Because, you're missing reads. You're not sensing the pressure. Your pocket awareness is not where it needs to be. And you're putting yourself in these big down and distances that you kind of need to single-handedly overcome yourself. And unfortunately, these receivers cannot be making spectacular catches like you're kind of making some. That's a spectacular throw. I'm not going to lie. That's a spectacular throw by Carson Wentz. So they go into halftime down 13-3. Jacksonville takes advantage of a 2-minute drive, 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first half. They take advantage of that. Carson Wentz couldn't take advantage of 3 minutes. So unfortunate they're down 13-3 going into halftime. But after halftime, they get the ball, first drive, ready to set the tone, ready to reset it, ready to take what you learned at halftime, make all your adjustments, and get it going again. Can Carson Wentz put that bad first half behind him? Let's watch. Here we go. First drive out of halftime for the Colts, getting the ball first. We get a 5-yard run, 2-yard run, an 11-yard pass. It goes to Jonathan Taylor. Let's watch this because the next play is a fumble by Carson Wentz. We'll watch that as well. So here we go on 3rd and 3. Carson Wentz dropping back the pass. Just kind of takes a little bit of the dink down to Jonathan Taylor, who ran a little bit of a wheel route there, and it goes for about 11 yards in the first down. Carson Wentz moving the sticks. We'll give him credit for that. Picking up the first down. Nice little drive starter, building his confidence. Then we get 1st and 10, another play action, and the pressure coming right up the middle, and Carson Wentz loses the ball. 100% his fault. Yes, number 54 came in almost unblocked here, but Carson Wentz, hold on to the ball. Hold on to the ball, please. Josh Allen never fumbles, and let me knock on wood because that man is playing this weekend, not like Carson Wentz, so I don't want to jinx Josh Allen, but Josh Allen gets it done. And now that we're kind of getting some bad play here by Carson Wentz, let's see what his height is, right? We've got this kind of narrative forming. We're going to truly focus in on it after this season. It's going to be one of our bigger off-season narratives that we are checking on a little bit of a weekly basis when we, do the draft prospects and get ready for the draft show and all that. Watching a draft prospect, when we're watching the quarterbacks, we're really going to be kind of keying in on their height and how they were playing. So we're really kind of saying we need 6'3" and above. That's really kind of where our cutoff is. These shorter quarterbacks not able to stand in the pocket as confidently as taller quarterbacks, can't see over the line, like to escape, like to roll out of the pocket, don't really trust their own arm strength ability because it's hard to see because they can't see over the big linemen. So we're really looking at like 6'3" and above quarterbacks. So let's quickly see what Carson Wentz is at. I would probably say he's at 6'2", 6'3". Let's see what we get. Carson Wentz 6'5". Wow. Even the tall quarterback right here, 6'5". Look at all these quarterbacks in the playoffs right now, folks. All big. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, a little bit light. I think he's like 6'2". He's like definitely the exception to the rule. And once again, there's always exceptions to the rule, folks. So don't come to, with an obscure quarterback that you found and be like, hey, he had like 100% completion percentage and he's 6'7". Why aren't you talking about him? Yeah, I get it, folks. Okay. So Carson Wentz being 6'5" and this bad, not able to hold on to the ball, and you're 6'5". Once again, Josh Allen is running all over the field, getting hit, initiating the contact, wants to smoke, wants to get hit. He's 6'5", and we don't see him fumbling like Carson Wentz does in the biggest games right here. So Carson Wentz, this is all on him of fumbling the ball right there. They fumble. You lose all your momentum. You give all that momentum to the Jaguars. They get another score, only 3. So once again, the Colts defense was still trying to keep them in this game, but Carson Wentz was giving them the middle finger every time. Oh, you're going to keep me in the game? Well, fuck you. This is what I'm doing. I'm turning over the ball. Get back out there, defense. Do it again. Hold them to 3. Hold them to nothing. Again. At their own 23-yard line as well. So defense truly stepping it up big time. Once again, running game defense was the best thing about the Colts. We agree with that. We're not disagreeing with that. We're not saying this Colts team is trash. We're saying that Carson Wentz is not good. Potentially trash. All right, so they fumble. Carson Wentz fumbles. Next drive. What do we get here? Passing complete. First pass of the drive, passing complete. That's how you start a drive, right? Let's see. On Carson Wentz, not on Carson Wentz. What do we get here? Dropping back to pass, staring down the receiver, going to T.Y. Hilton. I give him credit for trying to go to his playmakers here, but he's staring down this receiver the entire time, and it's not even open. It's just a comeback route, and the defender is all over him, breaking the ball before it even gets there to T.Y. Hilton. So staring down receivers, dinking and dunking a little bit. Classic. Trash start there. Then they go 8-yard run, 23-yard run. They get a 10-yard penalty for what? We get offensive holding by their tight end. Unfortunate. Then they go 1st and 20, and what does Carson Wentz do? What does Carson Wentz do on 1st and 20? Incomplete pass. Let's see. This is how you get, out of the down and distance, right? Carson Wentz shorting the ball, trying to throw to the right sideline, and throws it bad here, and could have been a pick, could have really been a pick 6. Once again, the defender played that beautifully, and Carson Wentz just could not get the angle needed on the ball to get it past that kind of flat defender right here. So once again, Carson Wentz, and he made up his mind here. He was looking to the left to, throw off the defenders to the right. He knew where he was going with this ball, instantly flips his eyes to the right, and that's not open, but Carson Wentz still throws it anyway. So predetermined routes here, predetermined throws by Carson Wentz, I should say. Absolutely bad. Then on 2nd and 20, Carson Wentz decides to run for 1 yard. Oh, let's see, is this good? Let's actually take this in the all 22 to see where everybody was when he scrambled with this ball. Was it just pressure coming up the middle and he didn't want to fumble the ball again, so he had to run? Maybe. So here we go. Let's see where everybody was and why he ran the ball. He's going to step up in the pocket. Thought he had daylight. Yeah, I would say this is a little bit of daylight right here, but Carson Wentz is not fast, so obviously it gets taken out quickly and he gets tripped up by his legs. And we actually just praised Mac Jones. Yes, we praised Mac Jones for just this. We saw Mac Jones, kind of doing the exact same thing that Carson Wentz did on this play. Oh, the middle of the field is wide open. I see a hole, so he takes it. It's not really open, and Mac Jones was getting tripped up by kind of, shoestring tackles for like a sack or only a 1 yard run when it really looked like he could probably get like 8, 9, 10. And then we saw Mac Jones do the same thing in the playoffs against the Bills last week. Once again, Mac Jones in the playoffs, not Carson Wentz. And Mac Jones did a little bit of a high step to kind of shake off and not let the shoestring desperate diving tacklers bring him down, and Mac Jones picked up a first down and got 10 yards on the play. Carson Wentz can't even do that here in week 18 in a must-win game. Trash Carson Wentz. And then on 3rd and 19, yeah, good luck on this. Let's watch Carson Wentz on 3rd and 19. Where does he even throw the ball? We'll take it in the all 22 still. Does he even throw it to the marker? Because if he doesn't throw it to the boundary, I don't even want it. He's going to throw it over the middle of the field, and man, that needs to be caught. That was right at the boundary. That was open. Oh, and it's an interception. I don't think they officially count it as an interception. But a defender was running back like he had it. Let's take this one in the broadcast, back it up a little bit to see how great of a throw that was. That looked fantastic to me. Jeez. So here we go. Carson Wentz. Once again, a little receiver letting him down. Here we go. Man. Right through his hands. Just a tad high here. Just a tad high. Let's watch this one more time. A tad. Oh, man, that's got to be caught. Man, that's got to be caught. Who's this receiver again? Michael Pittman letting him down. And we've definitely seen Michael Pittman not take that next step that he truly needed to take to kind of become like a number one receiver or just kind of a really great number two option for this Colts team. So, yes, some blame does need to be placed on these receivers for not catching these balls here. That's a little inexcusable. And we've been seeing that all season long as well. So, yes, we like to knock Carson Wentz, but Michael Pittman Jr. not kind of forming into what we needed him to definitely let us down and disappointed us as well. And now we hear T.Y. Hilton is thinking about retiring this offseason. And, if you're going in with Michael Pittman Jr. as your new number one, you definitely got to get rid of Carson Wentz because he can't make it work. They cannot make it work together. So truly have to blow up this entire team. Once again, wasted their 2-year window that they were truly in to win a ring, and now T.Y. Hilton wants to retire, and Michael Pittman Jr. is not progressing like we needed him to. So, really bad predicament for this Colts team. All right, so they're still down, 16-3 here. They force the Jaguars to punt, and what does Carson Wentz do on the very next drive to try and once again get back in the game? He throws an interception right off the rip. Let's see, first play of the drive starting at their own 30-yard line, dropping back to pass, pump fake, throws over the middle of the field, and pump fakes what? What were you pump faking? I mean, this is what I'm talking about with Carson Wentz. What are you pump faking? If you were pump faking to try and get a defender to kind of, leave what you were trying to throw or trying to bite on something else, and then you still throw to the same receiver, I mean, that does not fool anybody. He's pump faking, looking to the left, and then pulls it down and then re-throws it. You just told the defender you were throwing it there. So they jumped the route a little bit, or maybe just kind of, shifted their focus to there because they saw you pump fake. Now they're still over there, and you still throw the ball there in double coverage, and it's underthrown as heck, and it's an interception. Like, what are we doing here? So, yes, receivers deserve a little bit of blame, but overall, Carson Wentz deserves a lot more of the blame here. You're the quarterback. It all falls on you. It's unfortunate. We say it all the time. You're the quarterback. You get blamed for the losses, but you get all the credit for the wins. Like, it comes with the territory. That's what the quarterback position is. Everybody knows it. That's why kids love to play quarterback. That's why kids are wide receivers and quarterbacks in running backs, because they love the credit, they love the flashiness, they love scoring. That's why we get kind of, I don't like to say diva, I never like to call anybody a diva, but it gets the point across. But that's why, do you see any kind of offensive linemen being divas in this league? OBJ, a little bit of a diva, his dad's a diva, goes big. Antonio Brown, a little bit of a diva. LaShawn McCoy, a little bit of a diva, actively knocking on Andy Reid for what? So, this is what we're getting. So, yes, Carson Wentz does deserve more of the blame here. Throws an interception, and that leads to the touchdown by the Jaguars. We'll just take it on this last drive in the third quarter. Once again, Carson Wentz makes a mistake. Jaguars score points off of it. Colts dig themselves into a bigger hole here. We'll end it here with Carson Wentz. I don't care what you do in the fourth quarter now that the game is kind of officially over here. Congratulations, you threw a touchdown to Michael Pittman Jr. for 12 yards. Congratulations, Michael Pittman Jr. for finally doing something. Congratulations for Carson Wentz for finally doing something when the game was already over, out of reach, big time. So last drive right here that we'll watch and critique Carson Wentz. Here we go. Turnover on downs. Once again, Carson Wentz not getting it done on fourth down. We'll see. So here we go. We get 13-yard run, 3-yard sack on Carson Wentz, 8-yard run, passing complete on 3rd and 5, setting up 4th and 5 that Carson Wentz does complete. But let's watch the 3rd and 5 here at the Jacksonville's 37-yard line, down 20 points, 23-20, third quarter, a minute left. Maybe can still do something. They did have 3 drives. They were down 20 points, like we said. They had this drive. They had one more drive that was a turnover on downs in the fourth quarter. Then they had the touchdown. So that would have been a little bit of a game winner. Jaguars did score another field goal right there. I did kind of put it out of reach, but at the end of the day, unfortunate. Here we go. Carson Wentz on 3rd and 5, dropping back to pass, throwing over to the right sideline. And once again, these receivers just not being able to really kind of bring in the ball here. This ball, a little bit too odd an angle right there. Got to put it right on him. Carson Wentz throwing a little bit out of the reach of the receiver right there. So once again, more credit on Carson Wentz than anybody else. But that brings up 4th and 5, and we do get a pass here by Carson Wentz to completion. Let's see what this one looked like. 4th and 5, empty backfield. Must pick this up. Carson Wentz, tons of pressure on him. Dinks it down quick and gets it to Michael Pittman Jr., who finally caught a nice slant route that was truly covered. But Carson Wentz throws a nice ball right there out in front. All right, then we get a 4-yard pass, a 14-yard penalty. Yikes, defensive pass interference. Let's watch Carson Wentz get bailed out right here, yeah? Right here, bail out. They're at the 24-yard line. They get inside the 10-yard line because of the penalty. Carson Wentz dropping back to pass, going to get bailed out, going deep, and that is just overthrown right there. Pass interference, maybe. But bailed out there, then we get an 8-yard sack, classic Carson Wentz, 7-yard pass, 10-yard pass, and then turnover on downs. They go with Jonathan Taylor, 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. Once again, not even trusting Carson Wentz in this. I wouldn't either. And they hand off the ball. Jaguars just play like Jonathan Taylor was rushing, because why would you even remotely guard Carson Wentz or any receivers, because even if they were wide open, they probably still miss it. So they all sell out the run on Jonathan Taylor, and that was the right thing. And that's another reason why you got to blow up this Colts team right now with Carson Wentz. He cannot go because he's not even making the running game any better. We know the running game is great, but with Carson Wentz being so lackluster and these receivers not being able to catch anything or being reliable or consistent literally all season long, I mean, nobody's fearing the passing game. So we can shut down Jonathan Taylor and live and die with Carson Wentz turning the ball over twice in a game. That's fine. So once again, Carson Wentz, an absolute flounder job. Yes, some, blame is on these receivers as well, but we see Carson Wentz floundering and Carson Wentz not being good right from the get-go this season, always kind of being up and down, wishy-washy, never getting, a true kind of rhythm with these receivers because Carson Wentz is so arid with the ball. So off of Carson Wentz, folks, for the until he shows us something good, and it's going to take a while for this man to do it. I don't even know if he'll have a team to do it with next season. If I'm the Colts, I move off of Carson Wentz as soon as possible. We'll see what they do. Carson Wentz, the biggest flounder job I've ever seen. The worst quarterback of all time is Carson Wentz. Unfortunate. Alrighty, that is going to do it for us today, folks.